The Pistons are in a tough position. They just lost. They just lost now their 11th game. I think they played the Raptors. After the game, Cade Cunningham came out with this statement. We got to be realistic about the situation. It's hard to just be like, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Because we're bad. We have to address that. We have to address what we're not good at. Address it with not only our words, but on the court in the huddles. So I think they're dead last in NBA now. And I was with I got to check him out this summer, as well as Marvin Bagley. You know, a lot of the guys on the team, they came in from the runs. They were training. I know he did some training at UM, and the entire Pistons staff was at the gym. You know, it's his first time back, so I'm sure the expectation was like, let's try to get this thing up and rolling. This is probably not how they wanted their season to start. They made a great draft pick with the Thompson guy, but they put in a lot of work this summer. I think I saw just him and Marvin mainly. But, a lot of those guys, they all put in a lot of work. It's always frustrating to be losing. Nobody wants to ever, be losing games. And they just been playing. They just haven't been playing well. They haven't lived up to expectations. They haven't been handling business. Like, they just haven't been playing good. Now, when you're dealing with a young team, it takes time, for the players to really, gel. I still think on paper and, on the courts you can see, I think they still have a really good team. They still can do something special. They probably won't make the playoffs this year, if we're being honest. But I think they could still be a special team. It just takes time. Him and Isaiah Stewart are very vocal about, how the guys are playing and everything like that. And, yeah, I'll be real. They probably lose the next 2 games, but they probably drop the game against the Nuggets and the game against, I forget who they played. I think, playoff push for this team is just you're just not being realistic. And then on top of that, Bogey hasn't even played this season, and he's a key guy, so playoff. I don't think playoff should necessarily be the expectation. I think this is a year where it's to develop the guys, and they're gonna, they're obviously gonna keep looking to add more talent. But I will say Thompson was a wonderful draft pick. I think over time, all these players will grow into something special. I wouldn't be in panic mode as a fan. I honestly wasn't expecting them to do too much this year, if I'm being real. I wasn't expecting. Nobody's expecting the Pistons are gonna have that. That was never the idea. I wouldn't say I expected it to be a rebuilding year. I saw them being like a 11th to 12th seed this year in the NBA. They might sneak into the play-in tournament, but they weren't really a threat going into the season. They're the youngest team in the NBA. I think they're one of the youngest teams in the NBA. So. They had you saw all the potential there, but you just knew it'll take time before everything gels. But for this team, once everything does gel, they're gonna be scary. They'll be very good. And I think as guys like Isaiah Stewart, Cade, as well as other pieces, Thompson, they established kind of that culture. And I think you just got to give these guys time to turn into what they're supposed to be. And that takes time for any team. You don't build a dynasty overnight. So that'll take time. And they're probably going to move around some pieces. Bogey's 34. You know what I'm saying? And he's a big part of their team. And he's 24. He's 34 years old. So I'm sure they're going to move around some pieces, try to get some guys. But guys like Isaiah Stewart, Cade, 21, 22, 23 years old. Those are great guys to have on your roster. Going forward. I've never been a big, analytics guy. I know Monty Williams, I think he mentioned that in one of his post-game interviews, analytically we're this. Nobody cares about analytics, bro. You got to go out there, you got to play. Analytics, yes, is important, but I've never been an analytics guy because end of the day, you got to go play. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll figure it out. I wouldn't be too stressed. I don't know. I don't think they make the playoffs this year, maybe not even next year, but the team they have right now, I'll keep pushing to develop them, because when this team gets it together, they're going to be a threat in the East. When they finally do get it together, so they will be a threat. Just give these guys time to gel, and we can see where that goes.
Oh, yeah.